Welcome to the New Jersey Association for College Admission Counseling Virtual College Fair. My name is Jasmine. I'm going to serve as a facilitator for our session today. Before we get started, I have a few housekeeping announcements. The first announcement, your camera and microphone are off, so our presenters are not able to hear or see you. Second announcement, you can use the Q&A feature in Zoom to type your questions to our presenters at any point throughout our session today. Third announcement, this is just one of a few different sessions that we're offering, so feel free to visit our registration site to sign up for additional sessions. And finally, this presentation is being recorded and you can access that recording by visiting strivescan.com/New Jersey. With all that said, I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to our presenters.
Hi, my name is Andrea, and I am a representative for Pennsylvania College of Technology, and I would like to share with you a little bit about our school. I am new to the college myself, and I'm still learning about everything, but I'm hoping to be able to share with you a little bit about it tonight. And I'm trying to share my screen. And I apologize in advance. The sound is a little in and out because on my end, that sounds like. Okay. So I'm representing the Pennsylvania College of Technology, located in Central Pennsylvania. And our motto at the school is all about hands-on learning. We have a variety of programs, and before I dive into those, I'd just like to give you a little overview of our school. Here we go. So we have over 100 majors, and with those 100 majors that we offer, we found that we have a 96% graduate placement rate. This means that students are either receiving job offers before graduation or they're being placed within 1 year of the graduation date. So it's a really high graduate rate. In my conversation with faculty, I've learned from their conversations and what they've shared with me is that the students don't have any difficulty finding jobs. It's simply a matter of taking initiative and being willing to do the work on the end of the student, but the school is very important in trying to students get jobs after graduation, if not before. The next number you'll see is 150, which refers to the learning labs that we have on campus. Because we are a hands-on learning environment, we utilize these labs across campus. So whatever program you decide to, if you attended our school, whatever program you're in, each one will require a certain amount of hands-on learning. So we have many labs available to all of our students. Just a second, I'm going to see if my sound will work better by turning this off. Okay. The next number you can see all the way to the other side of the screen is 16, and that is our average class size. We keep our class sizes small. Okay, awesome. I hope it's working better. Please let me know if I can change anything. Our average class sizes are pretty small, and that's because we want students to have as much face time with professors as possible. And this is really great because you can know your strengths and your weaknesses and really know how to support you better in a smaller class environment. Now I want to share with you, if it'll go to the next one. Okay, great. 3 of program we offer business arts and sciences. We have a school of engineering and technologies, a school of nursing and health sciences as well. So these are the 3 main areas that we target. And I'll just give you a few examples within categories. So under science majors like graphic design, brewing and fermentation sciences, accounting, and baking and culinary. So that's just to give you an idea. Under our engineering technologies, we have programs in architecture, manufacturing, machining, engineering of different types, as well as computer science degrees. Under the nursing and health sciences category, we offer programs such as nursing, dental hygiene, we have programs as well as radiography. That's just to name a few examples. In each of these schools, we have a range of programs that begin with certificates. We have associate's degrees as well, which are 2-year programs. We also have bachelor degree, which is 4 years, and we have a few master's degrees as well. In the student life, on campus, we have student clubs and organizations, and some of these are professional, some of them are student-driven and recreational, and others are sorority and fraternity groups. So we have many different options for you to choose from. And I just want to share the importance of being able to join these groups because it provides a lot of networking opportunity and experience. And whatever school you decide to attend, I've realized that joining these organizations is very important. We actually had a student who was part of something called the Baja Racing Club, which we have at our school, and it's open to all students. And the student ended up joining the club, and it's a club where they build an outdoor go-kart from scratch, and a bunch of students on the team work together to build this, and they compete nationally against other tech schools across the nation and now some international schools as well. But from this opportunity, the student ended up going across the country to race this kart with the team, and he was able to network with students from California. And in particular, there was a team from Cal Poly that didn't have students with a strong background. They have a theoretical understanding, but they didn't have the hands-on knowledge to be able to make the parts as well. So they were trying to recruit him to join the team. And he ended up helping out that school. He just made other connections and was able to meet other people. And now he's actually working at SpaceX. So that's just one small example of what a club anywhere can kind of do for you if you're able to network with people. So just to give you a feel for our town, we're in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. It's a smaller town and it's in more of a rural area. So we have lots of outdoor recreation available for students everywhere. It's a beautiful place. All the seasons are there. We have a downtown area with a lot of different dining experiences. We have art theater. There's lots of great opportunities. I'm still learning to explore the place. I just moved there. So, so far, my favorite thing is a giant pretzel that's like at least 12 inches around in diameter from one of the places downtown. And so far, that's my favorite. And this is just a quick slide showing different success stories for our alumni. I really feel that our school, the sky is the limit. And it's really what you want to do, and we can help you get there. And these are not the only student stories that we have. We have people working for Google, as you can see, and different people working in robotics and design as well. If you're interested in our school and if you would like to come, I would encourage you to come visit to see if it's a good fit for you. Let's go over quickly our application process, which is pretty simple. We're also available on the Common App. But if you'd like to apply directly to our school, you simply go to our website and you complete the application, which is very simple. We don't require GPA, we don't have a certain GPA requirement, and we are test optional as well. You would simply fill out the application and you submit your materials, which means that we'll need your transcripts. And then once those are completed, the next step is for placement testing. So if your test scores aren't high enough for certain things with the ACT, SAT, or if you didn't take the ACT or the SAT, it's not a problem. We simply want to make sure that you're placed in the appropriate math and English courses. And so that's what we have with placement testing. So it's just as simple as those 3 steps: completing the application, submitting your transcripts, and meeting placement requirements. Like I said earlier, I would encourage you to come visit the campus. If anything interests you here, I think it will give you a lot of helpful information to be able to see it for yourself. And to see if it's a good fit for you. So we have many different opportunities to do that. We have open houses. We have some scheduled for the rest of this year. We have some self-scheduled appointments to do. We also have general campus tours, and you can also request a personal tour online. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact us. You can reach out to admissions, or you can find me directly on the website. My name is Andrea Schradel, and I would love to help you with anything that you have a question. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it.
Okay, hi everybody. My name is Dana Carlin, and I'm here representing the University of Massachusetts Lowell. So UMass has 4 campuses. Oh, okay. Okay, so the University of Massachusetts has 4 campuses: UMass Amherst, UMass Lowell, UMass Boston, and UMass Dartmouth. So we are all 4 separate campuses, and I'm here representing UMass Lowell. So UMass Lowell has about 11,400 students, and we are located about 40 minutes north of Boston. So we are in a fabulous location. So I'm not going to go into every one of our majors, being that this is predominantly a STEM focused seminar that we're doing. So I'm really only going to talk about our engineering sciences, health sciences, and business programs, because those are actually predominantly what we're known for. And those programs actually can participate in our co-op program. Because of our proximity to Boston, we have relationships with so many different companies and organizations. So we basically, our students can choose to participate in our co-op program. So it's an optional program that they basically can say, you know, hey, I think this is something I want to do. So then they would take a 1-credit course, which basically prepares you how to interview, how to prepare a cover letter, how to prepare a resume. And then we kind of put you in touch with the different companies that we feel would be a good fit for you. Now, there is an option to do this for a semester, for a year, or I think the best option is for a summer, because it never adds on then extra time to your studies. So here's just some facts about us. As I said, about 11,000 undergrads, 17-to-1 student faculty ratio, over 120 programs of study, 40 plus combo master's degree programs, 30 plus doctoral and accelerated programs. And there's our location. As I said, we are a D1 school with 16 D1 sports, most known for our men's ice hockey team. So there's a ton of school spirit on campus with over 275 clubs and over 300 study abroad options. And we are in an amazing location. So as I said, co-op opportunities, internships, 300 study abroad, clinical and practicum. We do have a nursing program that you can apply directly to, and that it has to be applied to by our November 4th early action deadline. So just keep that in mind. We are a test optional school. We've been a test optional school since way before COVID. That's not a COVID thing. We were actually the first school in all of New England to become test optional. So we pride ourselves on that. But I do say anything above about a 1200, you should consider submitting that. That would be a good score for us. And our average GPA is about a 3.66. So that's something that you should keep in mind. We do not have ED. We just really have early action 1 and early action 2. So there's just some of our dates to keep in mind. We are on the Common App, the Coalition, and we do have our own website that you can apply directly on. So we're definitely known. Our engineering has biomedical, chemical, civil, electrical, environmental, industrial, mechanical, and we are most famous for our plastics engineering. We are one of the only schools in the entire country that offers it. And our business program also offers marketing, finance, anything and everything you could possibly think of. And we also have a separate school just devoted to our health sciences. In addition, as a little side note, we also do have an entire school just devoted to fine arts and music. And we do have our own marching band on campus. So we have a lot to offer. And if you are from New Jersey, I'm regional. So I actually do live here. So I always say that our campus does remind me of home. It's a little bit of a mix of an urban suburban feel due to our location. We are right outside of the city with great proximity to Boston, but not in Boston. So kind of like how we are in New Jersey, which we have great proximity to New York, but we're not actually in New York. So I kind of feel like it's like home. You are allowed a car on campus all 4 years, which is great. And you're not mandated to live on campus all 4 years, which is pretty amazing. However, 98% of our students do choose to live on campus. So that's something that's really neat for us. So anyway, I would love for you to come on up and feel free to visit us anytime. We are offering an open house November 14th that I am actually going up to campus for. I just went up for the one in October as well. I do think it's the best way to see a campus, or any campus for that matter. We offer tours, but I really do think that the open houses get more students to interact with you and more professors interact. It's more hands-on, and you can tour more than one side of the campus at that point. So I definitely think that's the best way to get a hands-on feeling for any campus. So I would definitely encourage you to come on up, check us out, go on our website. You can definitely explore all of our majors, all the 4+1s, all the opportunities that we have. And feel free to reach out. Any questions, I can shoot my email over in the chat if you guys are interested. So thanks for joining us today. And it's been a pleasure, attending, and I'm really happy that you guys were able to be here.
Thanks, Dana. So to our attendees, if you have any questions, feel free to drop those questions in the Q&A before the close of our session today, and Andrea and Dana will do their best to answer those questions. All right, looks like there's a question in the chat, and I'll pose it to our presenters. To Dana and Andrea, feel free to return and turn on your camera if you can. But the question is, what STEM careers do you recommend that have a lot of physics? So I think the question is relating to, if you're interested in physics, what careers would you recommend?
Maybe Dana has more to offer, but I just want to say, let me turn my video off. At our school, we focus a lot on the hands-on portion of learning. So we don't offer physics degrees or like astrophysics or things of that nature, because a lot of that is very theoretical. So we're very hands-on in the kinds of STEM degrees that we do offer. But as far as specific career paths, I know that a lot of times physics heavy programs and careers require doctorate degrees, but maybe Dana can speak to this a little bit more.
Yeah, so at UMass Lowell, we actually do offer a complete physics major. It's physics and applied physics. So we actually have a whole physics department. So that is something. We have astronomy and astrophysics. We have radiological health physics. So there are a lot of options in our school personally with physics, and you can combine that with our engineering program, with our sciences program, with biological sciences, with chemistry. They also combine it with data science. So we actually do have a lot of options. So it's definitely something that's offered with us. So physics and applied physics major is definitely like a big option in our school.
Thank you both. So attendees, if you have any other questions, feel free to use that Q&A. And again, I will pose those questions to our presenters. All right, well, I'm not seeing any questions in the Q&A at this point. In the meantime, though, Andrea and Dana, would you all share your contact information with our attendees?
Oops.
All right, while our presenters are sharing their contact information, it doesn't seem like there are any more questions, but again, if you do have questions, feel free to reach out to them directly. I believe they're both posting their email address in the chat. So this concludes our virtual college fair for today. Before we go, I have a few closing announcements. I want to share that as you exit from this Zoom session, a survey will appear. It's approximately 5 questions or so, but please complete the survey. It's extremely helpful as we aim to improve our virtual college fair offerings. I also want to remind you to visit our registration site to sign up for additional sessions. And then finally, you can access this recording at strivescan.com/New Jersey. I want to thank Dana and Andrea for sharing information about their institutions tonight, but also thank you to all of our attendees. I hope everyone has a great evening.
Thank you, Jasmine, and thank you everyone for your time.
Thank you.